Morning, Taz. Good to see you. Can you hear me okay? I got to send out all the socials and make sure people know I'm live. How do I sound? Do I sound okay? We can hear you. Thank you, Sam. I am 111. And you can hear the Xbox stream. All sounds good? Awesome. Great. Okay, good morning. Good morning. All right, I just got to grab my tea, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put the please wait on, okay? I'll be right back. Good morning, everybody. It is Xbox Day, Xbox Showcase, and we are going to get an Outer Worlds 2 Direct as well. I see some nice predictions in here. I see a Silksong Shadow drop from Slide Away. Let's see what happens. Got the wrong mouse going here. 1 second. There we go. I have two mice, so it always confuses me. Darth Taz was in the room, both on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm streaming on both right now. So great to see everybody. B. Brown, Sam I Am, Thunderpin, Sauced and Found, Rukia X-Play, Gory Tiger. Dave McKee just popped in, but he has to go. It's Italian days. All right, so we're starting with the Outer Worlds. We're ending with the Outer Worlds 2. Okay. Let the games begin, Nicholas Mizell says. I'm hoping for some Switch 2 drops too, Thunderpin. Let me know if it's too loud. It's a little loud for me in my headset right here. Naka's on a 3-stream streak. Thank you so much. Or Naka, good to see you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the support, you guys. Blimp 2000, hype hype. Grovel's here. I didn't forget you. Love you, man. Good to see you, Alpha Cat. Thank you. Great to have everybody here. Okay, I'm just going to turn this down for a second because it's a little loud.
What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts.
Okay, it doesn't change the audio on the stream for you guys, right? Sounds okay? Getting a little taste of the gameplay in the Outer Worlds 2. Looks like it's a little more action-packed. It's going to be a little more beautiful on Xbox Series X. Borb Cube, 1 of 2. Thanks for all the live events over the last few. You know, I didn't go to Summer Game Fest. It was kind of like this, you know, with the Switch 2 launching. I think it just kind of made more sense for me to just stay home this year. But I love doing this with you guys. This is really fun. I don't get the hands-on, and I don't get the interviews. But there's so much, man. Like, I'm playing so many games right now. So I just made the call. I'm just going to stay home. I'll try to do some Zoom interviews with some of the developers. Basically, I need to go through all this stuff and pick my 10 favorite things. But I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. You're getting a little heart, a little fist bump boop. Thank you, Board Cube. Caged Jacks from Lake Country, BC. Thanks for watching, pal. It's great to have you here. Volume seems fine. I'm a tiny bit loud. I might be a little bit hyped. Last year's Xbox Showcase was one for the history books, man. It was incredible. A little weird to make this your marquee and then have the big direct at the end. I guess they want people to be hyped and to stay with it all the way through. I really, really enjoyed the first Outer Worlds. It was great. It was
for capitalism by capitalism.
It was, yeah, totally.
Inflate our impressions
it's so cheeky
by staying tuned after the showcase.
A lot more going on here than Outer Worlds 1. It was a contained, like, Fallout type of experience. It was pretty damn fun. It was almost like Starfield Light, but more cartoony.
Babe, what's wrong?
What is this?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything.
I'm having my morning tea, K16. Now, what is this? Looks like more High on Life. Yeah, Portal Player, that's what I was thinking. What was that Insomniac game that was kind of like this? Sunset Overdrive, John Yumtop, thank you. High on Life meets Sunset Overdrive. I'm really enjoying the Switch 2 so far, Chris Lorman. I had my first portable experience with it yesterday. I've been mostly playing it docked and streaming a ton. It's been a surreal time, man. I Trying to juggle all of this information and the Switch 2 at the same time. It's like
Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Travis Hansen loved High on Life. I didn't stick with it. I did like what I did like what I played. I dug it, but I guess I got to go back. I got to go play that and Atomic Heart. I did go for a nice walk with the fam yesterday. Had to do some shopping. Cats need food, apparently. Apparently cats need food. You heard it here first. Missed opportunity to call it Higher Than Life. Kai Rovan, absolutely. Are you actually in Vancouver, Kai Rovan 1? World premiere. Taking the carpet right under Jeff Keighley right there. Just pulling the rug right out. World premiere. Oh, I guess I should be writing some of these notes down here. Let's see. So we have Outer Worlds 2, which we're going to see a lot more on. This looks beautiful. Has anybody else noticed that autocorrect on iOS has gotten really crappy since they've been trying to enhance Siri? What is this, Eternal Darkness or something? What is this? High on Life 2? This looks amazing. This looks like the game that they used to promote Unreal Engine 5 with, but they made the game. This looks really cool. Portal player, I've noticed that too. Resonance. Cool, okay. A Plague Tale Legacy. Right on, from Plague Tale guys. Okay, that's super cool. High on Life 2 and Resonance. Game Pass. Hadn't ever heard of that game. That looks cool. And we've got somebody gifting subs. Who's gifting subs on, oh, wrong mouse. Jeez. I gotta label these mice. Original Spoon gifting out some subs. Oh, you were the best, man. Look at you. You gave away 5 subs. Thank you so much, Original Spoon. New Xbox. What is this? Is this the handheld? Is this the ROG Ally? Yes, it is. Very cool. I love my ROG Ally X. I think we might hear something about Steam and Xbox in this showcase, you guys. Okay. Now, show us the UI and make us completely bypass Windows. Let us completely. Freedom of Windows! Power of Xbox! Yes! Okay, man, this is what we've been waiting for. Gotta buy another handheld. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I'm super psyched. I'm just gonna have a collection of handhelds. Oh man.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first.
I was able to get a Nintendo Switch 2 and get
over
Mario
the
Kart
years.
World on release day
We
without a
led the
pre-order
industry
from
with
Best Buy. There
backward
you go, Chris
compatibility.
Lorman.
We championed crossplay and cross-progression.
This is an
we
Xbox.
delivered Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming.
These handhelds
So
should
what's
come
next?
with
How
a
can we
terabyte
give
of
you
storage.
even
I'm
more
really
freedom, more choice,
struggling
more
with my
play?
256
Our
gigs
next
on my
step
on
is to
my Switch
unify
2.
your
My
gaming,
I don't have
no matter where you buy or play.
a micro
So we're building
SD
an Xbox experience designed
Express
for
card
players,
yet, and they're hard to
not
find.
locked to a single store or tied to one device.
There you go.
The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands.
Okay, this is a
Bringing
big
together
deal, guys.
The power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows.
The week
On this Xbox, you can play games
that
across your
Switch
entire
2
library, including
launches.
all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
This is a big deal.
And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will
There
be
it is.
available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year.
Wow.
In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere.
This
Whether
is
you're
a
playing
big
on
deal.
console, PC, smart TV,
This is a big
or any
freaking
Windows
deal.
handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience
I kind of
grows
feel like the
with you.
future of
Your library,
consoles
progression,
is this
friends, and
hybrid
achievements.
idea.
There are over
Especially if you
1,000 Xbox
take
Play
advantage
Anywhere
of
games
doing
on
some
Xbox
processing on the
today.
cloud and some AI processing.
And every new game you see in today's show, from our
Dock it,
partners and our studios,
boosts it.
is Xbox Play Anywhere.
Take it out.
And because
You're
it's
not really
Xbox,
sacrificing
you can
'cause you've
always
got a
have
smaller
access to Game
screen.
Pass, with a diverse lineup of
And then you
games
could
from
hook
the
up-
biggest franchises to critically
You could hook
acclaimed
glasses
indie
to it or
hits.
whatever.
This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game,
Sarah Bond just
anywhere.
crushing it here.
And
This is
we
great.
Are giving it
I
our
love-
all
this is
every
like
day
the-
to make this vision real.
The
But it all
president's
comes back
speech
to
in
the
Independence Day.
From Dead to Rights on the
Amazing.
original Xbox.
We're gonna
to
attack
Armored
those
Core 6,
aliens right now.
our
Let's go.
relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test
American
of time.
flag waving in the background.
We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolf Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy
Superpowered dock
that
with
I can't
AI
wait for you to
upscaling.
explore.
Release a more powerful
Thank
dock
you,
every few
and
years.
enjoy the
Daniel
rest of the
Corona.
show.
Seriously, we have so much hybrid technology that exists around, what gets into our eyeballs that we should be able to just carry it with us. If we want VR or AR, stick something light on our eyes. If we want to connect it to a television or a bigger screen, the dock is there for that. This idea of play over there, play over here, it's so antiquated, right?
Monsters have always been here.
I mean, I've played way more PC games on the Ally X and the Steam Deck than I have on
We were at our weakest.
on my desktop.
They came out into the light. We feared for our lives.
And
We should have
Ally,
feared for our souls.
you got to hand it to ROG too, because that first Ally was plagued with issues. I remember I returned mine. Ally X was great.
Come to kill us.
So they've stuck to
They
it, and
came
now
to
this partnership
rule.
is huge. So we'll see. I don't see why Xbox would then create its own
To turn
handheld
us
though.
into mindless,
That confuses the
docile
market
cattle.
even more.
Not me,
Okay, what
though.
kind of game is this? Cool cutscene.
They tried to change me into one of them.
Nicholas Meisel, it's so true. Switch 1 showed the world that this it's time for this. This looks great. So we've got a vampire action-adventure game. This looks freaking awesome. Dawn Walker is called?
A Dawnwalker,
Dawn Walker.
trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score.
What?
Fighting to understand the evil
That looks so good.
behind it all.
What was the handheld called? I was so busy reacting. I didn't hear it. This has got shades of Witcher. And you're a badass medieval vampire. That looks frickin' fun as hell. The Blood of Dawnwalker. I'm in for that. Thunderpin. I have the most patient wife in the universe. Yes, there's a lot. I mean, the basement is starting to look a little like Best Buy. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There are gadgets and screens everywhere. Okay, so the Blood of Dawnwalker. I'm running out of room for action figures. Okay. Now, what is this? Oh, it's Meat Boy, yes. But in 3D, that's what was freaking me out. It's like, I know that character. Yes. You're so right, John Yoptop. Super Meat Boy in 3D. So this is done, I think, without Edward, but, hopefully he's participating in its success or, people go for it. Love Super Meat Boy. We haven't seen a new one in a long time. Choo-choo! Oh, wrong mouse. cool. Coming early. That looks great. Little like Splosion Man and Ms. Splosion Man. Still no Switch 2, Darthaz says. Funny how it reminds you of a Celeste 64 game. Interesting, Sam I Am 111. All right, here we go. We got Team Ninja game.
You're a wanted criminal now.
Is this Neo? Oh, Platinum.
Myself. It's my mission. My duty.
Team Ninja and Platinum? Meaning this is going to be the hardest game in the world. Oh, this is the Ninja Gaiden 4. Right on. Hardest game ever made. Team Ninja, Platinum Games, with design help from Software. Good luck.
For you.
Hope you know how to
There's
parry.
something I need your help with.
Your ass is ours. Ninja Gaiden 4, come on. Maybe it's today. Looks pretty damn finished, doesn't it? Let's go. Ultra hard difficulty, here we come. Oh, CC, agreed. This is much more exciting than SGF so far, much more exciting than the PlayStation State of Play. We knew it though, man. Xbox has bought everything. Like, it's time for them to kind of show us the goods, you know? Stuff's coming. The partnerships are coming. And what's cool is Xbox is sharing. So they're putting it everywhere. October 21st. Hell yes! Can't freaking wait. Here we go. Fallout New Vegas Remastered. Oh! Oh, yes! Yes! Still the game of the year, guys.
Here we go.
Here we go! That's what I say. Indie DLC and the announcement of the sequel. Come on, Xbox. Come on, Bethesda. Sorry for yelling. Best video game of 2024. I mean, I should have a thing up there. I freaking adore this game. Indie DLC. Come on.
This is where it starts.
The Giants one. The Land of Giants or something.
Beneath the streets of Rome.
They should just announce that more is coming. Make us happy, Noya.
Enter the city of Antioch.
Don't leave this a question mark. I want 3 games with Troy Baker. At least 3 with Troy
Bring
Baker
it
as in.
back to the Holy See. Defend the secret.
I hope you have all played this, by the way. It's incredible on PS5, it's incredible on Xbox. And the Switch announcement, Switch 2 announcement should come soon, I'm sure. The Order of Giants. September, okay. Okay, that gives you all a lot of time to get this game and play it. If you haven't played it, shame on you! Shame on you! You must play it. It's kind of like Fate of Atlantis, Hyper Mega Bomb. Troy Mageddon. Skate Soup, I love that. On YouTube, Skate Soup says if they time it right, they could drop 3 games with Troy Baker on the same day. Call it Troy Mageddon. That's amazing. Okay, what is this now? Game Freak. Game... The Pokemon guys? Is that Game Freak? The Pokemon guys? What? Game Freak? What? People are not gonna be happy that they make games that look like this. All of the Scarlet and Violet players out there are gonna be like, what the shit? Oh, Hyper Mega Bomb, one of us. Oh my God, Beast of Reincarnation from. Oh, I recorded all of that audio. I didn't want to do that in my notes. I'm just gonna keep it. That's hilarious. Okay, Beast of Reincarnation. What the hell? What is happening? Xbox handheld, Game Freak's making games for Xbox that look incredible. What the hell? Aaron Greenberg was throwing a distraction bomb out there saying not to expect too much. This is huge. Oh, here's Fable. Hell yes, man. It's banger after banger. This might be better than last year's show.
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
Is it Fable?
Me back until
This is different. No, Clockwork Revolution, right.
It ain't for the
Isn't Avalon their world too?
And as sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for what
They've got this kind of sliver of Fallout style experiences. Outer Worlds, Clockwork Revolution.
Yes, I got that part.
This looks great.
Do you know
This looks great, like a steampunk Fallout. This looks so good. Order 1886 2.
We can't arrest and question.
Not much Switch 2 love. I think we will probably see a little something. They're not going to make that their highlight. I think it's going to be their software stuff.
Trust your instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir.
Outer Worlds is definitely worth a play. It's super fun. It's getting really, really crowded with cool things to play right now, though, across all these platforms. So you gotta pick your battles. I gotta make a video about that, like this gen's pecking order. You know,
breaking in is the easy part.
Like the 20 most essential games from the last 10 years or something. Because and a lot of them are such long ones. Just stop playing the free-to-play stuff, man. That stuff just eats your time.
Candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and
Does look like Dishonored, Ty Jordan.
Like
love it.
You.
Time is a finite resource, no doubt, Vic. Right, Naka? I mean, that's what it is. That's what the game industry needs to recognize. Humans don't have limitless time.
You talk to me first.
More money.
Never.
So find that sweet spot.
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Free ain't it? $80 US ain't it?
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes,
that's awesome.
I wouldn't have believed it. Round here, it's all sharp edges.
We're gonna get some Fable today.
Empty pockets. And blood on the cobbles. Goodbye.
Oh, Ty Jordan's installing a dishwasher. Well, good on you for being able to do that. I would be completely lost. I can set up a live stream. That's what I can do.
You've got a gang at your back. Or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of
This looks fantastic. Way to go, Ryan Fargo.
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible.
Great acting as well.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared.
This looks fantastic.
I don't want to kill
I like the look of this even more than Outer Worlds 2, to be honest. When is this coming out? Blood of Dawn Walker, Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm all in on that. Are you kidding me? A platinum Ninja Gaiden game? Good lord. I mean, I want to see this Beast of Reincarnation from Game Freak, and I want to see the holy hate that announcement is going to get from Pokemon fans, man. I can't wait to see the Steam emojis. The anger emojis that are supposed to hit everywhere. But this looks incredible. Meaty. This is like a little mini direct on this game.
Now I can fiddle with time.
It's like Dishonored.
Put the bullet back
It's
in the
like
barrel.
Dishonored.
Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
It's like Dishonored
We can change
and
the world
Bioshock.
as we know it.
Holy crap, this looks fantastic. Xbox
One
is
choice
firing
at a
on all
time.
cylinders.
And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits
Slide away.
got
This
the
does look
gun.
better than Outer Worlds. Oh, man. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride today. Super cool. Good to see you on YouTube. Good to see you on Twitch. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, all right? Do me a solid. Thank you for the support, everybody. Dishonored, Bioshock, cool, right? Alpha Cat Zero, big time. And Xbox has got this kind of action role-playing kind of
Now let me
coming in
alone
due
and
time.
piss
That was a
off.
hell of a trailer. That is really, really fantastic work right there. No date. I mean, they showed us a lot, and it was a lot of variety.
Our creative teams
That looks so
are
good.
dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black
Yeah, and if
Ops
you're
6
subbed
from
on
Activision, Doom, The
or
Dark
you're-
Ages
yeah,
from
subbed on
Bethesda,
Twitch,
Diablo
check us out on
4,
YouTube,
Vessel of Hatred from
youtube.com/EPN TV. And if you
Avowed
didn't know,
from Xbox Game
most of you on
All
YouTube
of
would
our
know, but if you didn't
teams
know,
across
we're
Xbox First Party
relaunching,
are shipping
premiering
their most played
EP
games
Classic
ever, and they're also
episodes
delivering
every
more
weekend,
content
Saturday morning
than
at
ever
9 a.m.
before.
Pacific.
From
New
original
episode of EP
single-player
Classic from
experiences to
starting right
vast
back from
online
1997.
worlds, our teams
going
are
through every
empowered
episode every
to
season.
build the games
Next
they've
week it's
always
season
dreamed of.
5, episode
We
13.
want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how
That's
they
all- that's
play
what
the
it's all-
games our
that's
teams
what it's all
make.
about at
So
Xbox.
of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new
B. Brown,
game we
thanks for
make
being a new
for
member.
both Xbox consoles
Appreciate you. Thank you
and
so much.
PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen,
They
in
gotta
recent
sell
years,
the Game Pass day
more
one,
and
John.
more of our characters,
They're not Netflix
stories,
yet.
and worlds are expanding.
They got a lot of
to
hyping
brand
to
new
do on that.
audiences through TV and film, a Minecraft movie, and the Fallout
B.
TV
Brown, Tommy
series
goes hard in
broke
those reviews,
records
brutally
and
honest.
brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects
I
in the works.
mean, one of
as
the
gaming continues to
secrets of our
influence film and
longevity was that
television like never before.
that
When it
disparate
comes to growing new
opinion,
franchises,
you know, the differences of
Obsidian
opinion in our
is having a
conversations
year
around
like
games.
no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release
Just-
of the Outer Worlds 2
Just popped
this
in our
October.
Discord link, the
Obsidian
EPN
is
Discord
always
link in
delivering
the
great
YouTube
games,
chat there.
And they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our direct. But until then, let's
They
take
have a
look.
third game launching this year. Okay. So they've got, it's an Obsidian Direct, basically. Okay. Yeah, Avowed was not that great. If you loved it, that's fantastic, but I didn't love it. We got a He-Man game? What is this?
With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything.
Yoked girth.
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will. and left
Naka
to
wants
fight
Avowed
for
on
survival
PS5. I'm
in the
sure it's coming, buddy.
backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical
Grounded 2?
Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science
This
robot
game was
Burgle,
excellent.
and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted.
I hope you check this out if you've got Game Pass. It was really, really fun. And I think they brought it to the Switch. It's their Toy Story, isn't it? Oh, that's so cool. They're this summer. So they're going to go into early access here. If Pixar movies were a game, right? Generic user, big time. Grounded is everywhere, yeah. Good for this team. Fantastic. YouTube's got some pretty good muting tech these days, so I'll just mute all the stuff that pops up that I know I'll get flagged on, like this. Grounded 1 is great, man. Give it some time. It's really fun. It's another one of these games where you carve out the time, because it's good. Can't wait to play this. Wow, and it's coming. Grounded 2 next month. Was it early access? Ooh, nice comparison there, Slide Away. Obsidian, Xbox's Insomniac. This looks like Returnal. Oh, it's Blue. Oh, right. Yes. Their survival horror action experience. Bloober on Fire.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area.
Hell yes. Oh my god. Oh yes. This looks awesome. Oh god. I can't wait to play this.
Exceptionally aggressive.
Dead Space Returnal. I'm in. Oh man, this is my kind of game. Chronos, The New Dawn. Xbox is killing it!
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Did they give us a date? And Bloober is killing it, yes. They're just leveling up, man. You give these companies a little bit of time coming this fall. Oh, man. Woo! This is a great year. Holy crap. Not for things outside of games, but in games, great stuff. That's not going to be on Game Pass, Slide Away. Interesting. So, externally published then. Access to classic things and brand new things, and there's just so much to jump in and enjoy because classic games are still fun in 2025. And yes, games take too long to make and they're too expensive, and the industry's so challenging, and a lot of great studios can't make it, a lot of great ideas can't make it. People have to shift and change, but as consumers, oh my god, are we inundated with great choices out there. So much fun. Doesn't matter what you pick up. If you pick up PlayStation, you're going to have tons of fun down there. You pick up Xbox, tons of fun. Switch, tons of fun. PC, you're going to have the most fun. Because you got a little bit of everything. All right, world premiere. What is this?
Mayday! Mayday! Code 1 to mission control. We're falling!
Everything's Returnal. Everything's computer. I love it. What is this?
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
Well, except Ty Jordan says, I think Console War is great. I got a PS5, but I want Xbox to keep up with the W's today. Competition is good. All those games will come to PlayStation. That's the whole idea. Don't nod. Love these guys. Okay, we got a sci-fi adventure from them. Advent Rising 2 slide away. There were big plans for that. One day I'll tell you my story of the Donald Mustard press conference that he gave at Game Developers Conference about Advent Rising and its future. Whoa. This looks great. Gonna have to do a lot of muting today. I think that Roman Trokanowski on YouTube says so far no games being listed as having a Switch 2 release. Surprising. I think a lot of it had to do with secrecy and launch plans, and you know, Switch 2 came in a little hot. I think it came in a little hot. I think there was a lot of stuff up in the air about when it was coming and what they could reveal. A Felion.
I'll find you.
That looks fantastic. Another frickin' banger. Almost swore. I might swear on this. Be careful. Hide your kids, hide your wife. There's some good stuff happening today. Gamers aren't ready for a strong female lead. Ignores Samus Aran and Bayonetta. VB379. Ain't that the truth? With the European Space Agency. Love it! Coming 2026. Ruby's sleeping. She's a teenager. She's sleeping there, Taz. It's Sunday.
World premiere.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father.
Guys, this is a frickin' banger after banger show.
Generations. Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric.
No free-to-play junk. A musical video game. I love it. No more live service games. I'm so done.
Well, hello there.
Argscott. This looks amazing. Everybody's taking these wacky, creative risks with just blending genres and stuff.
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel.
Oh, it was very warm yesterday, Ty Jordan. We are doing that podcast, by the way. Absolutely. You sent me a thing. I've been getting weird messages and things about, because all eyes are on video games right now. So I'm just trying to keep my head up and play stuff and make things. But we're doing that podcast, absolutely. Would love that.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna stop.
This is great. Just blending of ideas and concepts. It's cartoons. It's psychedelic. It's Alice in Wonderland. You got musical. I want to see more musical type games. I want to see characters in video games singing and stuff. This is great. Oh my god. What the hell is this? I love it. I haven't had time to play Revenge of the Planet. Yes. I forget the name of the company, but great guys out there. There are no ghosts at the Grand. Wow. Who's making that? That is cool. There are no ghosts at the Grand. That looked amazing.
There are as many gods in the world
Fallen Feathers.
as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed?
Revenge of the Savage Planet. Yes. Portal player. I love the first game. I thought it was so cool. So funny. What is this?
Spear. But is she worthy?
Noah Bunga's Revenge or something? What is this? And the Wu-Tang Clan RPG announced? Yeah, that was fantastic, John Yumtough. What is this game? Oh, it's Total War. Oh, it's Age of Empires something. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to shift to just like streaming several times a week and then chatting about the games, because I just can't. I can't keep up. There's so many games. It's crazy. I don't know if I have time to like play for 40 hours, go and shoot something, come back, cut a review. It's, you know, some games I'll definitely do that, but there's just so many, so I definitely need to just button up a streaming schedule and share some of these games and thoughts on this stuff on the fly. Now, what was that? What is this one? Just talk live, Portal player? It is a good problem to have, right, Kebab? I know people love to watch the reviews. I love making those things too, but it's I feel like all of these games keep whooshing by, you know? Whoosh. Haven't even loaded up Revenge of the Savage Planet. This looks incredible. What is this game? What is this cool looking thing? Is this Splinter Cell or something?
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는지. 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Is it called Zombies?
지정태. 지정태.
That looks awesome. Mudang 2 Hearts. 2026 is going to be a killer year. That looks so freaking tight. Loved it. 2026.
World premiere.
World premiere. I love it. I should try to become the world premiere voice guy. World premiere. Planet of Lana? Sequel? What is this?
Novo.
Played a little bit of this. Thought it was cool. Had to move on.
Dia Novo tu alibemo iwalotaname. Ona otalima diefemo.
In a world where K16 is one of my favorite commentators on YouTube, I feel very lucky to have you here supporting the channel. Thank you, K16. In 2026, we get the sequel to Planet of Lana, and what is this called? 2026 is going to be amazing. Oh yeah, Portal Player with the melancholy post said, remember when they always said Xbox console exclusive with that same deep voice? Man, Xbox made a choice. They want to be everywhere. It's not unlike what is it Reed Hastings? Reed Hastings, the founder of Netflix, made that 11th hour decision to not release hardware and place their app everywhere. And look what happened with them. I'm sure that's a huge defining idea. Great. Now, I definitely need to play Planet of Lana 1, because I really liked what I played. Sequel coming. 2026, most crowded year in video game history. Good luck with Grand Theft Auto 6 being out there. Kebab says, I want a new Geometry Wars Kebab 404. You're making me hungry. I want a kebab right now. Wants a new Geometry Wars. I do as well. I want some of that old Xbox magic.
Hello
I want
there.
Crimson Skies.
Beautiful
I
day
tweet
to
about it
relax
every
by the
single
old
time one of
fishing
these
hole.
things comes up.
Wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim.
Is this State of Decay?
Yes, you'll find fish of all
No, what is this?
flavors in every walk of waterway.
Oh,
From
Fallout
its
76.
mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds.
Rally Sport Challenge,
Just step up to the
Banjo-Kazooie.
bank, cast your line, and when your bobber
No
starts
time for
bobbing,
this,
reel
unfortunately.
in the
I know
rewards.
it's gotten a lot better, but I can't play these live service
What do you
games.
got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
Cuphead 2,
See
oh my
for
god.
yourself.
I think they're going in a totally different direction, Steve Redmond.
Bagging the big fish?
Mech
Start with
Assault,
finding the right
yes.
tools for the job. There are as many
Mech
unique
Assault would be
combinations
incredible.
of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill,
Midtown
hop over
Madness.
to the local tackle
John with
shop
all the
to swap
callbacks.
fish tails.
Love those, John. John Yumtoff, thank you.
Can you smell that?
A Stanley
No matter what
Cuphead
troubles plague
crossover.
the future
Sam,
wastelands
I
of
have 111.
You
Thinking
can always
outside the
find
box.
comfort
I
in
love it.
Cozy little joys like this. You just got to know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket.
Well, I think they're going
Easy
into
living.
stop
Design
motion
and build your own little
Portal
slice of
Player
paradise.
with their next one.
A place to show off all the
So
bits
that-
and bobs
that takes
you
some
collect in
time.
Your travels. Got a green thumb? Plan your own.
Yeah,
peaceful
JBJ, the
vegetable
whole
garden.
production design, the art
nothing
direction
warms
on
the
Fallout
heart
has been
like
amazing.
a
Impeccable
neighborhood
since the
cookout.
original games.
Ah, community
This
makes
great
a
sort of
wasteland a waste home.
Golden
Join
era,
today. And tomorrow you'll
1950s,
be
everything
kicking
is great,
back
and then the
sharing a
nukes
meal
drop.
with friends
And
in
sort of
beautiful
trying to
Appalachia.
maintain that normalcy in the face of annihilation like this. It's a comedic juxtaposition that works very, very well. And the show is totally lifting on that, doing an awesome job. Can't wait for season 2. So now would be the Fallout New Vegas
world premiere.
Perfect side. You know, we shuffle to that now. Let's see. No, okay. Hell of a showcase, Xbox. Muchas gracias. Solo leveling, Arise Overdrive. Is this free to play stuff? What is this? Live service. Yeah. Arc Scott, Boo live service. I mean, what I do wish with this live service stuff is that they would show the HUD and how cluttered it always has to be because there's always this drive. And I don't know if this is, so I'm just riffing here, but they always have these sexy looking visuals because live service is always front loaded with lots and lots of money spent on art to try to entice us all into it. But then what they don't show you ever in these trailers is how cluttered the UI is to try to get you to buy stuff. The Rise, I don't think this is. Oh, it must be. It is. It's anime, so it's going to be a noisy HUD and absolutely grindy. Yeah, always, right? The elegance of all of the work of these beautifully talented artists just gets completely sublimated by the greed of these projects. Always. And it's greed out of like trying to stay alive and then hopefully become a massive success, like Genshin Impact or whatever. And buried under pop-up reminders, yeah. And we're having this special event this weekend, guys. You can buy purple. You guys want to buy purple? So we're seeing some of that UI right here. Look at that. I do not want to play this. Beautiful. No, thank you. What is this? I wanted to buy blue, but okay, Noya says. I don't think it's Pal World 2. I think it's a thing to make you think it's like Pokemon or Pal World. K16 $3 and have a week's worth of energy to play this game. 75% discount. Nicholas Mizell wants that purple stuff. Buy some purple. It's on sale today. This is a ripoff of a ripoff. I mean, and honestly, like, these will be the first types of games, all these live service things. Animo, no thank you. Will be all of these types of games that use AI everywhere, you know? There'll be addiction
Hey, what's
systems.
up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
Skater.
baby.
I just want to say thanks
Here we go.
to
Back to
everyone
real
for
games.
all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have
This is
changed
magic.
my life. But
I
more
can't
than
believe that these
I've seen them
games
help
are
spread a
back.
love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience
No
the game.
Perfect Dark
It's been
yet there,
rebuilt
Sebastian.
with
You came
so
just in
much care
time,
and
my
attention
friend.
to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new
Let him
skaters,
look
and
tired.
more. And you
That
can
man
enjoy
has carried
it
a
all with
lot
your
of
friends
stuff
with
on
up
his
to 8
shoulders for a long
players in
time, Slide
multiplayer.
Away. Love
Tony Hawk's Pro
Tony.
Skater 3
He's
and
the
4
best.
officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Yeah, that dude is amazing. And he does still skate. He's got kids that skate with him, I think, too. It's pretty rad. Okay, here's the new trailer for 3 and 4. This drops on Game Pass. Hell yes. They got the Game Informer quote in there. That's a nice little shout to an era and within an era. I love it. Is that George Michael? Ten more minutes, Slide Away. Is that what they said? What are we at here? 10:50? Is it like fully just an hour? We get the turtles in the game. Oh yes. Oh man, that's crazy. You gotta buy those though? Hopefully they're just there. The graphics don't look as like. Oh, I love this pool or a pinball table. That's amazing. The graphics aren't popping. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Doom on a Doom guy. Oh Jesus Christ, that's awesome. But the graphics aren't popping off the screen like 1 and 2 did. Different developer. Hopefully, it just plays beautifully. Game will be microtransaction heavy. No. And there's a demo today. Switch 1 and 2 mentioned right there. Okay, cool. What an incredible show. Jesus, they've killed it today. Doom, Slayer, and Turtles. Amazing. It's going to be hard to pick my favorite 10 things. 10 things! This looks amazing too. I still haven't played Spiritfarer. I started it, thought it was really cool. Had to move on! Adnan's always getting on me. I gotta play that game. Separate TMNT will be a separate DLC pack. See, that's kind of BS. They should be telling you that they're not included with the launch stuff, right there, John Yomtov? And honestly, if you have a Game Pass subscription, that stuff should just come to you. That should just be there. You should not have to buy stuff for your game that you've got a Game Pass subscription for. Otherwise, why? How do you differentiate the extra value of Game Pass, right? This looks amazing. '26 game. Fate's End. Love it. card and action type of experience. That really stood out because it wasn't, we didn't have a bunch of indie stuff up until that point. They really went light on the, oh, here we go. Here's Gears E-Day. Great. We getting a release date? Imagine if they stealth dropped this. Oh, this is Gears 1, right. Oh, and it's hitting all the machines. Right. Crossplay. Switch 2. It's gonna be wild playing this. It's on Switch 2. Wow.
Looks like they upgraded.
Incredible game.
Let's do this.
So it's Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Game Pass. That's pretty good branding. And then Xbox Cloud. They're tightening all that up, man. Making it easier for people to understand. I don't know what they call their next console. Xbox Hub. August. Dope. Do they have a Switch logo? No, no Switch logo. They can't just call it Xbox. That refutes the idea of their original brand, of their original console. Okay, this looks gorgeous. Xbox Series X. Xbox Home. That's not bad, Daniel Corona. Is this Persona? Is this Persona... Oh, this is 4, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, remind me, Persona 4 launched on what, PS3 and Vita? Or was it just Vita?
Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us.
PS2, Ethan Jory.
You won't hear us.
What I liked about Kinect was being able to yell things and things would happen. So a new Sea of Thieves.
What we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to
I really like Sea of Thieves. I ain't got no time to play this game anymore.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is...
I don't even play the Captain Jack Sparrow stuff.
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course,
I love that this means a lot to a lot of people, though. I mean, this, in terms of live service, this is a quality live service experience. People love it.
You are pirates, after all.
Pete Brown, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag was amazing. Rogue was pretty cool.
You're paying for that.
Season 17. Oh my goodness.
World
one thing I will
premiere.
Oh Jesus. That's amazing.
This is ridiculous.
I will say that putting live service and mobile stuff in this game, or free-to-play stuff. Oh, Invincible? Oh my god! Oh my god! What is this? Putting those forever experiences in a game like this, in a series like this, kind of sends out the message that they're equally valuable, and they suck away so much time that a lot of these awesome games that are finite won't get played because they've promoted season 17 of something. And it's almost like they should have like a separate trailer pack for all the free-to-play and live service stuff out there. This looks amazing. What is this? Is it an action game? Is it
or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Is it a fighting game? Fighting game.
I'm not your son anymore.
I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good.
I would like an action game though.
I trusted you.
Yeah, fighting game. It's Mortal Kombat. Is this Netherrealm? It's X or X Netherrealm. I mean, sounds like Netherrealm. Skybound. Feels like Injustice with blood. It feels like Injustice meets Mortal Kombat. I mean, that fight sounded like MK. It looks like it plays like MK.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
With all the gore you can handle. Invincible Versus 2026 could be a lot of fun. Sure felt like a Netherrealm experience though, huh? Final Fantasy. Oh my god, on Xbox. It's happening. Maybe Square Enix can finally make some money on this series. Xbox Cloud, Series X, PC, also coming to Xbox Rebirth. Can't do one. Oh, and 16. Kick ass!
Do your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
This game was amazing. Oh my god. Both amazing. Well, Mondo Blast has traditionally been a PlayStation thing with some smaller games or side games on Nintendo systems. Final Fantasy. I think there might have been one or two Final Fantasy games or side games on Xbox in the past, right? This is an incredible game. Oh my god. Available today! Whoa! There's a stealth drop. No, 16 is a full-on single-player. You're going to be playing it and loving it for a good 50 hours. It's incredible. Huge boss fights. You're gonna, if you haven't played it before, you're gonna love it. Oh, Double Fine! Fantastic. What do we got? Psychonauts 3? Oh, please, yes, Wrathless, thank you. Hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind. Show YouTube that you dig content like what Electric Playground puts out into the world. Most of them are going to be on other machines. Romantic Copper 1. That is a huge part of the Xbox future, their play anywhere kind of idea. Now, what is this weird thing? We got a walking lighthouse. What's that called again? Pixar always does that. Anthropomorphized lighthouse. That rolls off the tongue. This looks cool. Keeper, it's called. Another kind of steampunky kind of vibe to this as well. Ah, Borg, thank you so much for the thumbs and the super chat. You are the best, my friend. This heart's for you, Borg Cube. Keeper, this year, fantastic. Looks totally trippy and cool. What you'd expect from Double Fine.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises,
there you go, Asa. Enjoy.
Players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution.
That looks amazing.
Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
So beautifully produced, man. Hats off to the Xbox video team. Looks really nice. So much, Asa. This was an excellent showcase. I think Clockwork Revolution was the thing that really surprised me.
We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
This is not Elder Scrolls.
You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software.
Is this Alan Tudyk? He plays every robot.
Combined with our skilled team.
Or Jonathan Groff.
To save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the
Hey, Milo Ventimiglia.
In action.
So cool.
Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations.
This is our future, right?
Redefining them.
We're going to have robots greeting us at the door
tomorrow
within 5 or 10 years, I think.
We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are
could be NPH, Arc Scott.
Reshaping the future of technology.
This could be the Kojima game, yeah. I mean, he's dropping celebs into the experience. Kojima loves to use established actors. I think this is it. I think this is Kojima's game. It's through the Looking Glass. Alice in Wonderland. Good for Milo Ventimiglia. He's a good actor. Met him when he was doing, they were launching Heroes, and he was super nice. I don't think it's Remedy, because it's got a Control vibe.
Fear is a powerful thing.
That's Guillermo. I think this is, no, it's not Guillermo. Got some 9 Inch Nails in there. It's the new Call of Duty. Black Ops 7? Already? Some real money being spent on this. So we are Advanced Warfare was a peer into the future. This looks current now, which is insane. And it looks like the same kind of vibe. Black Ops 7. Is that next year or this year? That looked tight though, man. I like that. This year. Crazy. Have they done that before? Have they done a Black Ops back-to-back like that before? All right, you guys ready for some more reveals? Actually, it'll just be deeper dives on the Outer Worlds. They play TTRPGs over there. Modern Warfare 2 and then 3. Darth Taz, thank you.
Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it.
Awesome.
The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel...
This is the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, Ben, what's his name?
No sequel,
Ben
no hoverboard. No sequel,
Schwartz.
no
Yes,
dual
Ninty
SMGs.
fan. Fantastic.
No sequel, no Raccoon Tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing.
First marriage.
Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Is he in the game? I hope he's in the game. Oh, Star-Lord. You brighten mine, my friend. Thank you. Every video I've seen of Ben Schwartz, he's been charming as hell. I've never met the guy. I'd love to talk with him. He's so cool. I hope he's in the game.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel
Light
to
Leak,
The
I've
Outer
heard
Worlds
he's
1.
hilarious as
It's a
Ralphio.
continuation
What's
of
the show?
themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG.
Hell yeah,
than we
John
were the first time
Yamtop.
around.
You know, we did the making of Fallout New Vegas, and I got to know a bunch of these guys that
So
are
we're
still
going
there.
deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel.
Very cool
Deeper
team, very
story,
cool company.
lore, RPG interactions, reactivity,
Parks and Rec, right
all
on.
the things we've been known for as a company.
I've only
It's
seen
really
like
a
one
complete
episode of
realization
that show,
everything
unfortunately.
people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years
John
that I've had
Yamtop's got the
chance to
specs
do a
for
full sequel
ROG
for a
Ally
world that I
X.
helped co-create.
Drop it down.
It's really just a fantastic opportunity
Let's
to
see it.
explore and
Is it a
expand the
huge
universe in
improvement
interesting
on what
ways
I have
and go
with
even
the Ally
further
X,
with
or is
themes
it
of how
kind of the
people are
same?
affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
Okay.
The first Outer
that's good.
Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG.
It was
Interesting
really good.
characters, deep worlds, important choices. In The Outer Worlds 2, not only
Gonna
did we
try
want
to
double
revisit
down on
that
those elements,
before,
but we wanted to give players even more
the sequel
of it.
comes out this year.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve
No
problems
OLED
in unique ways
in
our new, bigger worlds.
Xbox ROG handheld. This just in from John Yomtov on Twitch.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those
I think
deeper
I'm gonna
RPG
like this a lot
options
more
with
than
different
Avowed.
character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles.
No
different
Forza
companions with
Portal
different
player.
abilities.
This was still an excellent showcase. Excellent.
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys.
Knock, I
that
like
go
the
in
first game a
places
lot.
and kind of fix
It's
everything
really
from-
fun.
You're going to be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're
Wi-Fi
an actual
6E
lawbringer and you want to go
on
in there
the
and spread
Xbox
law
Ally.
throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in
Look at how
signs?
good that looks. Oh my God. The next 10 years, it's going to be indistinguishable. Like,
Quite what I meant, but
whatever
I like
the
your
next
contempt for
iteration of
boundaries.
hardware
I
is,
put your adventure spirit
we're not going to
to
tell
good
if it's video or
Lots
game.
of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can
Gorilla
be dumb
Glass
and use
screen,
that for something.
120
Could be
frames per
something
second,
as simple as
16 by 9
banging on a
support.
machine to get it to work.
A lot of what feels similar about the Ally X for me
After
so
you've
far, John
invested in some
Yomtov.
of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be
Yeah, I've
everything
got the
from
80
playing
watt
stealthily to specking for an
hour
explosive
battery
specialty.
in Ally X. There's a 60 watt per hour battery in the Xbox Ally, so they're splitting the difference. Bluetooth
Throughout your entire
5.4.
journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, it actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check, we use perks for
Vandalay with the
literally
pertinent
everything,
question.
right? So you can
Is
do
anyone else
everything
just
from, hey, I wanna
panicking,
make a
trying to think
stealthy
about how they're
build
going to have
that
spare
steals
time to
stuff
play
and is
all
really
of these
good at
games?
that? Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe
I mean,
the
if the
pickpocketing
robots
perk.
do
So
all
that's
our
not
work,
available
we'll
to
have time
everybody,
to
but if
play
you select
games.
that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called Heavy Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person. what this
Xbox
does
Ally
is
will
now
have
your
16
power
gigs
attacks
of
that you use actually knock people
DDR.
down.
Oh, man,
Oh,
I
there's
really
two different
like Serial
SKUs.
Killer Bird.
Ally and Ally.
As you start
Xbox
killing
Ally
people,
X,
they will
Xbox
drop
Ally.
hearts. And you can
Xbox
take
Ally
those
X
hearts,
has
and
24
essentially
gigs
you're
of
taking these trophies, you could
DDR5X,
say,
8,000
and
memory.
it's
I
actually
have
giving you a
24 gigs, I
permanent
think, in my
health
Ally
bonus
X.
every time you do it. We have this
Both have
perk
Windows
called
11
Assassin.
Home Edition.
Now, this is
Okay.
an early game perk that you can
Feels
take.
like they just
which
slapped the
every time you
Xbox logo
stealth
on the
attack an
Ally
enemy,
X, John
You're actually
Yomtov.
going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of
And
time.
change the grips. Basically, ROG Ally X with Xbox branding on it. Yeah. Ally X is awesome. Still awesome.
flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You have bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well.
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't
I
steal
want this
things,
show.
Okay? It's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
Do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour. I get an hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite
This is
flaws
great.
is something
I think
called
that's his
We'll
improv
actually give you the
troupe right
option to
there.
take this
That was
flaw
great.
That'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
There's one called Kleptomaniac.
That's great.
This is really interesting.
They
because
did
what
put
it
him in the
does
game.
is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal, and like that sounds really great. The drawback
Chat,
is
I
sometimes when
farted
you're
said
looking
I,
at things
I
in the
have a
world that are
Z1
owned by
Extreme
somebody
already, but
else,
I'm
you'll
excited to have
automatically steal
Microsoft
them.
backing
So you have
handheld
to be very
in multiple
careful about
ways.
how you use that.
Thanks for joining the chat, my friend. Chat, I farted. That stands out on Twitch. And me too. I'm excited that they're there in this space. And now we need Sony to come through with something handheld.
And blooms and hazes and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that.
He's looking at the sun. They put it all in the game. That's so funny.
Your weapons like
Mike Collins, good to see you, bud.
Well, you'll be offered the flaw.
Thanks for being here.
Prepared.
Sun gazer flaw.
Now,
That
you'll get
this
larger
is
magazine
hilarious.
sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons,
Ally
or
X
a rogue
potentially
who wants to
$600 or
alpha-strike
up.
their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and
the
experimental
Ally
things.
X that I have
You can be a mad scientist
was like
who
$1,100
realizes
bucks.
gadgets and wacky science weapons.
But
and
it
armor.
is wonderful.
Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Sweet,
Nothing
John.
shows the
Thank
impact
you,
of
my
these
friend.
character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area.
I'll
which is
try
a
to get
quest
one
you
in
get
for
early
review.
on in Paradise
I can't
Island.
think. I don't know if I'll buy one because I have the Steam Deck and the Ally X.
Not only do you kind of encounter
And the
this very
Switch
early,
too.
and it's a very core
So
one
I don't
to
know
the
if
story,
I will buy
but it really
an
expresses our
Xbox
philosophy
Ally
of allowing the
unless
player to
it's
solve
like a
problems
major
in
technological
a bunch of
upgrade.
ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them.
But I'll
and
bug
really kind of prove
Xbox
that
and,
you're a friend of the
ROG
Protectorate
to
to get
send me
by.
one to review.
I
for
may
you
have
guys.
need of your help, stranger. If you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty
I mean,
to
the idea that this game exists and it's
You
not
could go
also
guns
deadly
blazing,
serious
just
is
take
amazing.
everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across.
Oh, that's a great question. Any word on the composer for Outer Worlds 2? OST of the first game is something I still listen to.
You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Daniel Corona, chat, I farted, definitely got my attention.
You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way.
Right on, chat.
There's even a really
I was just
kind of
gonna
messed
call you
up way,
farted.
right? Which is
Right on,
players
farted.
can actually sacrifice
Thanks for
one of their
being here.
companions. The companion who they just found is part of
We're no different than the Vrees if we start tossing our own to the Raps. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
It's been an amazing showcase today, Trevor. Lots of good reveals.
But I thank you
A lot
for
of
your
world
loyalty,
premieres.
stranger.
Xbox is going handheld.
You shall have clearance
Partnership
to cross
with
this bridge.
Asus.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you
Great
build
to have
your
you here,
character
Chad.
your
I
way,
farted.
we're there for you. We really want you to have the
And
experience.
if anybody else
that
is
you wanna
lurking,
have out of
jump
this.
into the chat. These people are incredible. Huge game fans, incredibly knowledgeable,
From the very
super
beginning
kind.
of our discussions about the Outer Worlds,
Always
we really knew we wanted
illuminating
every game to
and
take place
funny
in a different
comments.
colony. This lets us expand on
Welcome
all
to the
aspects
EP
of the
community.
universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in.
That's right, John Boko. Everyone is welcome.
Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction.
I have
called
not
the
seen
Their
Inazuma
dictatorship
11.
is thematically
It's
based
like
around the question
Shaolin
of how much
Soccer and has
freedom
2
people will
full
give up for
campaign modes
security and
apparently.
luxury.
That sounds
For
amazing.
protectorate subjects,
Is it
unfortunately,
an
that
indie
answers
title?
Everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was
Thunderpin,
founded by the
I
inventor
don't
of
know
the
if I'll
skip
be able to
drives,
do
which is
that,
the
man.
world's faster than light engines.
I don't have
Those
time to
skip drives
play
are
and
starting
shoot
to cause
and
rifts in
cut
space-time,
and
which are
post
cutting off all the other colonies
reviews
on
of
Earth from
that
being
kind
able
of
to trade with
cadence.
each other. The Order of the Ascendant is
I'll
an
stream a
offshoot of the
lot,
Order of
is what I'm
Scientific
thinking.
Inquiry from the
I'm gonna be
original game.
streaming a lot.
Like them are a science-based
Hey, the
religion
real
with the
Slender
same
Shady.
goal
I can't
of
wait to see
solving
more about
universal
Grounded 2. That
equation,
was an
which will
amazing
allow them to
surprise.
predict and alter
Super,
the future to the
super
benefit of all
hardcore agree
mankind.
with you there, Slender
They used to be part
Shady,
of the Protectorate, but they
100%.
split off to
And
focus
welcome
on solving
aboard.
the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses.
Oh, John Yomtop, thank you for the gift sub too. Chad, I farted.
As an Earth-directed agent
That's
to find
awesome.
out how the skip drives are causing the rifts
Between
and what can be done to stop
Bumtingle69
them.
and Chad, I farted. It's going to
Each
be
of the
fun
factions have their own
calling out the
solutions to
people
the
in,
rift problem and their own goals.
in the community over the next little
The
while.
Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just
Oh
wants
man,
to be able
Slender
to open
Shady,
and close the
subscribe.
world
Thank
to control
you.
all the trade routes
Fist
between the
bump, that's
colonies.
amazing. Thank you so much.
In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity.
Like, what is
Anti's
going
Choice
on?
is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One
I
of my
love how
favorite
much
things
fun
from
they had with
Fallout
this.
New
This is
Vegas
terrific.
Is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool
Super
part
cool.
about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station,
I can't wait for the
they're gonna
indie
be
DLC,
cheering you
Crisco.
on as
You
a
know
hero.
that.
Wonderful news, everyone.
I think
The
mine.
Zeronian
Oh,
gas
it's
leak
recording
at
all
the
that.
Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors.
I think it might be Clockwork Revolution was such an incredible surprise. It looked amazing. Looks a little bit like this fused with Dishonored and steampunky. This also looks steampunky.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also
Oh, Slender
connected to a
Shady was
different
at
faction and have character arcs
the
that the player can
EXP
affect
bar
through
in
their
Vancouver in
choices.
2018.
Your first companion is
I love
Miles.
doing that live. That
He's
was
another
awesome.
Earth-directed agent like you.
Rest
He's
in
looking
peace,
for your
EXP
help to
bar. That
decide
place was
whether
dope.
He wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol's part
I
of
gotta
the
be
Order of
honest,
the
Black
Senate,
Ops
and
7
she's an
looked really
aging but
cool to
still
me,
deadly
too. I
assassin.
mean,
That's right, she's a
a
deadly
lot of cool
mathematician
ingredients in
who
there,
may or may
very
not have some
pertinent.
unfinished business to
But
attend
all
to
this
with the player's
automation
help.
that's happening in
There's also a cultist
real-life
named Avo,
battlefields.
who's part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general.
This game looks dope
You
as
can
hell,
choose to either
too. This
turn
looks
her
so
away from
good.
overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies.
Matthew Winstone, good to see
Now,
you.
One time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with
The
animal
idea with
parts
the
to make them
radio,
more formidable.
absolutely cool, Bob Brown, or
Unfortunately,
B.
it
Brown.
didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft.
It's a sequel to Black Ops 3, John Yomtov, continuing
Finally,
the future war
there's
stuff.
Tristan.
Cool.
He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package.
I get it,
is
Sunday,
your
man.
choice to
Matthew,
either help
I
him
get it.
judge wrongdoers,
And Cobra
or show
Commanders
him
in
what
this
true
game,
justice
Borg 1
looks
and
like.
2.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
In Fallout New Vegas,
Companions are a
I
very,
made everybody
very important
angry,
part
and I had everybody chasing me
merchandising, because
everywhere. I
that's the
couldn't
real
go into
beauty of the
any
sequel.
town.
We're talking
It was
merch,
really uncomfortable.
baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nah.
Switch 2 game upgrades are free if you have a Nintendo Online subscription. How did I not know this? And a lot of those Switch 1 games are much improved. I was playing a little Mario and Luigi Brothership last night. So good. Awesome game. Runs a lot better.
In space. That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions.
Ben is amazing, right,
How
D.
do you
Brown?
militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The sovereign uses it to maintain control. Anti's choice uses
Advanced
it to help the
Warfare
bottom
was a
line.
really
The
fun
Order just
game,
wants
John
to show how it
Yomtov.
exists
I
within
hope I'm
the
not the
grand
only
plan.
one that played that and loved it,
We
but I
want
really,
players to
really
feel
dug
like
it.
Arcadia is a
It was like Call of Duty
breathing
meets
place
Halo.
scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under protectorate control.
This
but
looks
has recently
so
been taken over
deep
by Anti's choice.
and fun
They don't just occupy
and
the town,
funny.
They rebrand it with their signature style.
This is going to be a
Repainting buildings,
delightful game.
posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Anti and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our
Played a little
players.
Xenoblade on Switch 2
One of
as
our
well,
priorities in
and
visually realizing
I
the
didn't
world
really
of The
notice,
Outer Worlds 2 was
major
making sure
improvements. And one thing that I
everything
am
is
noticing
clear
about the
and
improvements,
recognizable
even
from
with
the player's
Zelda,
standpoint.
is like when you
We
play
wanna
those
make
games,
sure
you're not
each
thinking
faction
about,
has a
you're not
particular look
dissecting
and design.
what's missing.
So when the players running across
And so
these
I'm playing
vast,
them and they're
different
improved, like
environments and
Breath of the
landscapes,
Wild. I did
they're
play a little
recognizing the motifs and visuals
Link's
of
Awakening
who
too
they're talking to,
on Switch
what
2.
they're going to be talking about,
and
how that progresses
they
throughout the
run
story.
like you imagine
The
they're
first Outer
running when
Worlds
you're
was really
playing and
about
you're
player
entranced
interfacing
by
with
them the first
corporations.
time.
And while we have that in the Outer Worlds,
But it's a lot cleaner,
we
you're
really want to
noticing that.
express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world.
Outer Worlds 2
Government
is $80
entities or religious structures.
confirmed. Wow.
And then we elaborate on
We've
those.
entered a new paradigm.
With larger environments, we
John
wanted to
Yomtov.
encourage exploration by improving
Well,
player
it's all Game
mobility
Pass,
across
right?
the board.
I'm
Now you
sure
can run,
it'll be $20 a
slide,
month soon for
double
Game
jump,
Pass.
mantle and parkour your way through all
Which
of
is
the nooks
three
and crannies
$80
of these
games.
worlds. It really allows the
For a
player
year.
to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
Actually, it probably is. It's more than $20 a
You aim
month
to make everything
in,
in the Outer
or
Worlds
in
2 better
Canada
from top to bottom.
for
The
Xbox
RPG
Game
elements would
Pass, right?
start, but that's touched our
Vanilla
story,
Manila, the
art,
Xbox
and
Showcase was the most
especially our
action
gameplay.
RPGs I've seen from Xbox, really trying to
good
make it
sequel is
in
true to
Japan.
the original.
Well, they have all
That's
these companies
first and
that
foremost,
that's
right?
what
Like,
they
you don't wanna
excel
add
at.
in a bunch
And
of
thank you
things
so
as you're
much for
making
the
a sequel,
super
right? You
chat,
wanna make it
Vanilla
bigger and
Manila.
better in every way. That's
amazing.
what we were
Thank
trying
you.
to do here. And I
They
thought
have
we
like
did
this
not
sliver
need this
of like
consultant. We did
Dishonored
enough sequels.
and
We
Fallout
understand how to do this, and I will say,
you know,
I don't
sort of
think it's been
derivatives of
entirely
of that
successful.
kind of concept
I am
and
very
and
proud
combos
of
of
the
that
combat
concept.
improvements we have
It's
made
pretty cool.
in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dan. Here we go. What comes after C? O.
Not you,
Optimize
Dev.
for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I want to make them happy.
Board
So
Cube
let's
1 of 2 says save a bit by buying Game Pass subs from Costco.
mobilize the players so
Interesting.
they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet, sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game.
Darth Taz, no, I'm not going to be
gotta
streaming the
agonize
PC
about how
gaming
many
show. I
people
know
are
there's going to be some
angry that we
reveals
have
in
just
there.
put so much combat into this thing and almost no
Daddy got to
romance
play some
at
games
all.
today
We should look at
and have a
ourselves.
little
What is wrong
family
with
time.
us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down.
I think I'm going to put a video together for tomorrow on
In French, that means two. Sequel.
An SGF recap video. And then Tuesday, I think I'll try to put a video together on my first thoughts on hanging with the
Anything is
Switch 2.
possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much.
That's true,
I know
John
I've kind of
Yomtov.
changed the world of video
Super Meat
games
Boy
today.
arrived through the
For The
same
Outer
warp
Worlds
pipe
2,
that Mario
we wanted
did in
to
Super
improve
Mario
gunplay
64.
in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way
Game Pass
recoil
Ultimate is
feels
already
when fired,
$20 US,
and how
Ty Lloyd
impactful our
says.
sound effects really sell the weapon's
Yeah.
fantasy.
Still,
To
if
things
games
like
are going to go
how
$80
unique
bucks,
reload animation can add a lot
even
of
at $70
character
bucks,
to
it's
each
only a
weapon.
few
We've increased the variety of
purchases
weapons by
on full
including
price
weapon
new
types,
release games,
but also
and,
through a
and
host
boom,
of
that
fun
Game
and
Pass
unique
subscription
weapons.
starts to
We have things like the Boar
look pretty
Splash
enticing. I
that
mean,
fires out
that's why
tumors
millions of people
that
are
can
doing it.
explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use
I
it
might
throughout the game.
multitask those two. I see what you're saying, Dart
And
Taz.
every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's
We
like
got some-
shooting out confetti and it's got
We got
a
some
fun
Mario
little
Kart to
setup.
play.
We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles.
Oh my god.
While your enemies are
So
distracted,
inventive.
you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape.
It's
distraction
fully of
devices
Ratchet and
to
Clank
bait enemies
vibes, right,
into a
John
stealth
Yomtop?
attack.
Good one. I like that. I feel like Ben Schwartz should be in a Devolver
And
digital
science
presentation.
grenades that will levitate enemies,
I've
allowing
been-
you to fire
Ben
upon
Schwartz
them
can be
while
in
they
lots of
float
things, but
helplessly.
what I definitely want is Ben Schwartz in this game. I hope he's got a you know, some kind of character
And
in
of
this.
course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you
Oh,
can
that's
shrink
amazing.
your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
Can you just
The
run on him?
Shrink Ray. That was probably my favorite
That's
one from
great.
the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They
Well,
wanted to step on the
the thing
enemies,
that I
wanted to
dig
kick
about
them.
Obsidian
So we
is
made
that
sure
they
to double
scope
down
their
on that
games,
stuff.
man, and they have. I like when devs,
In
whether it's
addition to things like
Nintendo
our
or
returning
Obsidian or
favorites,
other,
we also have some really fun
Insomniac,
and unique
they
new
can come in
science
at every
weapons.
scale with
One
something
of them's called the
creative and
Armageddon.
additive
This one's
to
really cool because
the
it
landscape
actually
of games.
shoots out these masses that are like
It's
these
really
little
important,
arms that will
like
stick
always
to
coming up
people or
to
cover
bat
all
with,
kinds of different things.
you know,
and
home
they
run
will
AAA,
continue to just hit them until they get
7-year plus dev cycles and us waiting and waiting and
And we
waiting.
have another one
I mean, we need
that's
those
just
games too.
super cool called
but
the
it's
Spectrum
really
Dance
impressive when
Saber.
you can have a company like
This is
this
a
where
melee
they're
weapon
thinking in
that
a bunch of
actually
different
lets you
directions and
attack to a
they're
musical
succeeding.
beat.
You
And
know,
if you continue to do that, you'll actually
this is the
get
musical
additional bonuses
slicing.
each hit you.
Amazing.
One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material
BFG.
harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy,
There you
vaporizing
go.
everything in its path.
Hi-fi rush
Ammo's
weapon. There you
extremely
go.
rare for this weapon, but you
Hey,
can use it in
Vandeleg,
just
I
the
like
right
that.
situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we
Wear
even have
Gary.
science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like.
This
One of
looks
the
like
things I
a
really
hell of a
like
game.
about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way.
Wow.
And you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
This is rising up the ranks now. This is becoming one of the best things that I've seen this week.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more
biggest game they've ever made.
More weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing The Outer Worlds 2 to life. And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first
favorite
time we've
horror
ever released
game?
3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're
I
so
think
excited
Final
for
Fantasy
more people
VII
to
was
be playing
pretty
our
freaking
games.
special.
It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring
Pretty
worlds
freaking
big
special,
and
especially
small
playing it in
while expanding
VR.
our franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down.
What did I say? Final Fantasy? I mean Resident Evil 7.
We do what we do best: make your worlds your way.
I was reading Final Fantasy 16. I don't know, Trevor Moore. It really does feel like Xbox is sort of done with physical. I got a lot of info come blasting at me right now. K16.
With The Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also
They
the
put a
promise
clock
of
up
Xbox.
on Ben.
You can play The Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play The Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play The Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing The Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play The Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays The Outer Worlds 2.
Every
What do you
device
think,
is an
Claire?
Xbox.
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. Now, this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play The Outer Worlds 2 on it. You can't play anything on this. I guess
Dude,
bread.
this guy
You
is
ever play bread
crushing
where you
it.
Take it out of one slot, put it in the other. I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Bravo, Ben Schwartz. That was dope. Right,
so
John
proud
Yomtop.
of
Matt and
Grounded.
Trey made the South. They
What
got
started
the
as a
South
small
Park made
passion
at
project to
Obsidian.
make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored.
Right on,
built,
JMT.
crafted,
Thanks for
and fought
being
off
here,
giant
pal.
bugs together.
Appreciate that
We all
comment.
helped
Says,
make
love the positive
entire
outlook, Vic. We need more of
experience
this in the
very
industry
special
these
to us.
days. Looking forward to
The
more of
team's
your
been
videos
cooking
on
up a ton
upcoming
for
games in the
Grounded
future.
2,
Thank
and
you.
we're so
And
excited
dig
to
into the
talk about
past.
it.
Been doing this since
We agreed some
1997.
pause to steal a bit of time from
You
the
can watch
direct
all of
to
our
give you a
classic
deeper look.
episodes of Electric Playground, and new
There's
ones
so many
premiere every
possibilities and
Saturday at
ideas
9
that didn't make it
a.m.
into the first game.
And
So with
been
the
visiting
sequel, we have a
studios
chance to
for
dream
30
bigger.
years.
To achieve
Been
those
pretty
dreams, we partnered
frickin'
with
rad.
the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking
Oh,
Grounded
Eidos
from
Montreal.
the backyard to an even larger world.
Okay.
The Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2,
Chris Parker, right
we
on.
knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively
This
strong
is how you
games.
can make
They
so many games in a
with
year,
really
right
deep
here. You
characters
partner.
and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Billy Bart Cody, we were
Everyone
both
at Eidos
for the
Montreal
original
is
Xbox or
thrilled and honored
Xbox
to be working with Obsidian Entertainment.
360.
Our two studios
The OG Xbox?
share a lot of DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and
I
consequences.
can't even remember
shared
that, Billy Bart.
communities, and
I know I
do
hosted the
justice to
Xbox One
great IPs
launch
and great
event with
franchises.
Xbox
The fact
and
that
Rogers
we're the first partners that they're working with
in
to make a
Toronto, and that was
sequel
so
to
much
their
fun.
franchise
2001.
feels
Good
like
Lord,
we're
Billy
an
Bart.
important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2
Awesome.
take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
Well, welcome.
So there's Max,
And thanks for jumping into the chat with us.
Hoops, Willow, and Pete.
Oh, so cool, Billy Bart. Are you still
years
with
older,
Xbox?
which
Where are you these
means
days?
They've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different. But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow
Very
Community
cool,
Park.
Billy Bart. That's
Not only
amazing.
is it
Based
bigger,
out of Toronto?
It allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded.
This is their
by
Toy Story.
exploring
This
what
is
the
great.
community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about
This is a
3
video
times
game.
the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area
Awesome.
is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
Cool.
What
And
we
this comes
love
out next
and what
month.
we're
Is it
excited
the
about in
final
terms of the
game,
park
or is it
is the
a
opportunity to create environments and
early access like they did
landmarks
with
that are
Grounded 1?
Mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Didn't they have some
Part
kind
of
of
the fun
Xbox?
Grounded
I know they had the
2 is
Xbox
that
fridge.
the
Did
park
they
was
do an
evacuated
Xbox toaster
really
that
quickly
would
right
burn
before
the
our
logo
teams
on the
were shut.
toast, Nicholas Meisel?
And that means that the
That
park
sounds like
has
something
been sort
Xbox
of turned
marketing would
upside
do.
down and is in a topsy-turvy state.
John Boko says it's not a beta,
That
not
leads to
not early
really fun
access
environmental storytelling
for Grounded 2.
But it also
I hope
leads
so.
into the creation of amazing biomes.
Although early
for
access
our
helped those
characters
guys.
to
Oh, it is
explore.
early
One
access,
of my
John
favorite
Yum
examples
says.
of this is the ice cream cart.
Got a lot of people
In
playing
all
the game.
Commotion,
It's
the ice cream vendor's cart
more
has been knocked
crowded
over,
space
and its
now,
contents
though,
have spilled out into
and a
the
lot
ground.
of big hitters
What this
on
means
Game
for
Pass these
our
days.
young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
Yeah, the giant insects were
We have
freaky.
one anthill
in Grounded 1.
that's actually somebody decided to
Megtech,
bury a bunch
yeah,
of
that's the whole
toxic stuff
concept.
in the park, and
Megatech.
so there's all these
It's
toxic chemicals
Honey, I Shrunk the
underground.
Kids.
The environment looks very cool
And
very
a lot of base
spooky with all
building
of
and-
these sort of
and
chemical
resource
pools,
gathering and
of course,
basically
nothing can live down
surviving
there except
these
for
insect
one type of
attacks.
insect, the cockroach.
Yikes.
We're oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're going to see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, the
we didn't
spiders
just
are
want it to look
terrifying.
better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly
Oh, good.
or jump in for a quick attack. And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic, looks super cool.
Got an absolute
ultimately
Pikmin
just a ton
vibe.
of fun.
Good call out there, Billy Bart.
We're leaning into clearer playstyles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage.
Me too,
rogues,
Vanilla Manila. They had a
moving
lot.
mages,
And thank you so
and
much for the
ranged
super
hunters.
chat. It says kind of disappointed, no perfect dark,
In the
and
first Grounded,
question
we
mark
had
in
mutations,
development
and there
hell.
were weapons and armors
Um,
that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2,
Brian
not
Horton,
only
I
will
think,
there
has
be
moved
passive
over
mutations, but there will also be active
to
mutations.
work on that, if I'm not mistaken. And he was on
And a lot
the
of those
Insomniac
mutations support
Spider-Man
these
series.
archetypes.
My favorite
And
way
he's
to play pretty
former
much any game
Tomb Raider.
is
He's either
chasing
back
after
on
those
Tomb Raider.
game-breaking builds. And that's why
I'm a
I'm
little
so
confused
excited
because
for what we're
Crystal
doing
Dynamics
with
is involved
archetypes
now
in Grounded 2.
with Perfect Dark, I believe. So I don't quite know where everything exists, but I know that people are
I've been dialing in this
taking care of it. They had an amazing reveal of, I think, a vertical slice last year.
With the Wolfbane
We'll see.
daggers and the Wolf Spider armor. It lets me
I think it's
going
to turn out well. I mean, the resources are endless here
also inflicts venom.
with
Then
Microsoft.
I can use the extra
They're the most
stamina to
valuable company in the
reposition
world.
and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way.
Well, we saw
I'm looking
a big
forward to
chunk
seeing
last year,
what
though,
wild
John Yomtov,
combos
and
the
that was what
community comes
the
up with and what they
confusion
inevitably
was
break once they
because
get their
it did
hands
get
on the
restarted.
arcade system. It's gonna
But
be
they gave us a
awesome
nice
watching
taste of
it
what the
evolve
gameplay
with
could be
player
like
feedback
last year.
and watching us try to keep up with all
I
of
think
your
it might be a
game-breaking builds.
2027 game.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players it attracts, from builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to
To
my friend's
create
seeds.
walls.
This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op. with
And no
their
Fable.
friends.
No Fable, Blake Stewart. 3 times.
It was really, really important for us to deliver
Yeah, we didn't
on
see any
all
Fable.
of that for the bigger space
Electric
and
Emery
experience,
Benson, good to
because
see
that
you.
was the
Unless
only
Ubisoft
way
has a
we
direct
could
plan
truly
later this
support
month or in
the future the
July.
community
Where
has
the
been
flickin'
asking
hell
for since
was
the
the
very
Splinter Cell
first
remake? I
Grounded
just need
release.
more than just a render. Absolutely. Thanks for the super chat, Emery.
We call them buggies.
Yes,
An
we need
entire
Splinter
suite of
Cell
moves
back.
and have their own
The
special abilities
reveal of
and
Call of Duty
attacks.
Black Ops 7 felt like it
wanted the
teased it a
buggies
little bit.
to be an extension of the player in every way possible.
No,
And
no,
that
it was a
meant
different
making sure
game.
that buggies
Wasn't
had
that game. It
unique
wasn't
and
Black Ops
valuable
7. It
abilities
was
across all the core pillars of Grounded. So that doesn't just
a
mean
game I can't remember the
exploration
name.
and travel.
Mudang Two
That has
Hearts
gameplay
had a
implications for combat,
had a Sam
crafting,
Fisher-esque
and building as well.
vibe about it.
Just like
And
how
no
we wanted
State
to
of Decay
expand on
3.
Player playstyles throughout the
Yeah,
game.
there were a
We're
lot
gonna
of
make
things
sure
sort of
every
teed up
buggy
last
that we
year that we
add
don't
has its
have.
own
Yeah,
personality.
you guys are right.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist
But
up
a
to
lot of new
2
stuff,
Red
a
Ant
lot of-
workers to follow you
a
around
lot
and
of
help you
world
out.
premieres
You get
in
into
this- in
combat
today's
and you
show.
don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy. You can jump off, and they'll
Thank
fight
you for
right
the super
alongside
chat.
you and provide support.
Emery, that's so kind.
The Orb
Appreciate
Weaver
that very
buggies
much.
Are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting.
Ubisoft is in
But they're
reorg mode
awesome
right
when it
now,
comes to
right?
combat. Sure, their
They
defenses
just got
aren't
some
super
Chinese
strong,
investment.
But they're heavy hitters.
They're trying
They're also
to
super fast, and they have some great
rejigger
special
things right
abilities,
now
like
and,
a scream that
avoid,
allows
I
them to
think,
stun lesser-powered insects,
some devastating layoffs.
and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures.
We still need the Prince of Persia
So the Orb
Sands of
Weavers won't be
Time
your
remake as
base-building
well.
buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at game preview launch. There will
Okay.
be others in the future, but those are the 2 we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew
Captain
we wanted
Thrilla,
to return to
I'm
game preview
both
for Grounded.
because I review games.
Sure. It comes with some
The
trade-offs.
review
like
codes come my
the
way,
game's not
and
done
so
and it's out to the world. But
looks
there's
like a
so much
face on the back
value
of
in
that
building
guy's-
it alongside the community.
That was weird. Is that the back of his head?
Buggies.
So I have a
change
huge
how
collection
you
of physical,
traverse
but
and
generally
navigate
the
the
stuff
park.
that I'm reviewing is all digital. They send codes and I can jump in and start playing
What
the
we're
thing,
doing
so I
with
can
Grounded
get
2
back
is
and
we're
tell
actually
you guys
keeping
about
zip
them.
lines held back, so we can see how players
And
engage
I
with
do pick up
buggies,
games
and
from time
then
to
we can
time,
tweak zip lines
but
to bring them back over
I am
time
flooded
to really
with
complement
choice
that buggy experience
as a reviewer.
and make exploring the park far more
So
fun.
I think
that kind of feedback
it's a
loop
nice
helped
mixture
shape
of
the
digital
original
and
Grounded,
physical.
and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes.
But I
buggies,
love
all of it.
physical,
We
and
also
I
learned a
love
lot
the
from
idea
that
of
first time around. One
this
thing
whole
that
Switch
stood out
2 launch has
immediately,
just been wonderful this
players
week
blaze
because
through our
people have been
content,
lining up
especially
and
the story.
celebrating.
That makes sense.
And I just think it's such a
Story,
major
characters,
part of
world
the
building. That's kind of Obsidian's thing.
I don't know, the good
It's the
vibe
flavor we
storytelling
bring to the
around video
survival
games
genre.
that we really
So this
need.
time,
That sort of
we're starting
community
with a
building out
much
there.
bigger
Physicalizing
baseline.
stuff is just
There's been
wonderful.
an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony.
One day,
commemorating
Megatour,
the
I've got
2-year
some major cleanup still left to
anniversary
do.
of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching
We
the community
definitely
uncover
need a
clues
new
and sniff
Wolfenstein
things.
right
This
about
time
now,
around,
right,
we're
Billy
leaning
Bart?
even more into that. And we'll be
Midnight
keeping a
release
close
days are
eye
so
on what our
freaking
players
important,
discover
John Boko.
and how they
It's not just
interpret
the
it.
sales.
Because you never know what
it's
might inspire us
the-
as development moves forward.
The sort of statement that they make, and people walking by and going, "What's going on over there? What's happening?" And people getting excited about a new video game headed
building
out there.
trust with the community.
So important.
As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So that's the plan. Larger,
It's
more
part of
complete
gaming
updates
culture.
spaced out just
100%
enough so we can take your
John
feedback
Boko and
seriously.
Controverse
and make
Gaming. Good
every
to see you,
drop
my friend.
count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what to be excited about in the future.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment,
Hiram
and IDOS Montreal
Abatua
are
says,
super excited about how
hello
close
everyone,
we
what's
are
up?
to
Big
letting
Midnight
all of you
releases were
players
awesome. I used to work for
get
Best Buy
shrunk
back in the
a
day. Good
second
times.
time
We
and
got a
explore
taste
the
of that
only
again this
park
week with the
on
launch of the
buggies
Switch
in
2, and it was
Grounded 2.
amazing.
If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you.
Yeah, Gibblesworth, we have entered a
experiencing
new
all the
era of $80
improvements.
price
If this is
points
your
on
first
games,
time
and
getting tiny,
it's
then all I can tell you is
not
that
a good thing.
world with an entirely new perspective.
Thanks
and
for
an
the breaking
entirely
news
new
there, John
feel
Yumtough.
awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together. and
Keeper
survive.
looks great, doesn't it, Nicholas Meisel? This game looks delightful. Absolutely. I'm probably going to get to it a little bit later. Let the launch happen of the beta. A couple of updates, and then I'll jump in. But I loved Grounded 1. It was so addictive. I was wondering past few days why people in the morning lined up at my GameStop, and I had a feeling it was for Switch 2. There it is, John Bacco. That's what we want, man. We want people to see other people excited for the medium and wanting to show up for that stuff. So here's a recap of everything that was at the showcase today. Xbox, you did a wonderful job. This was an amazing showcase. Amazing showcase. Lots of great big news.
We can change the world as we know it. Can you handle that? Let's do this.
Very cool.
I'm in. I'm here to even the odds.
Got an invincible fighting game.
Objections? Here's to playing in the mud.
The Dawn, what is it? Dawn Walker?
Here we go. Please follow me.
The Blood of Dawn Walker? That looked amazing. Surprised about High on Life 2. Stoked to see Doomslayer and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. This, I think, was the game that shocked me the most. Clockwork Revolution.
This is gonna be awesome.
This was a hell of a showcase. Good lord. Planet of Lana 2. The Don't Nod sci-fi game looked great. Aphelion. I'm excited about Black Ops 7.
Had enough yet?
And Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2 look great. Indiana Jones DLC. Hell yes, Ark Scott. And the Pokemon game. Yeah. Or the Game Freak game. That was great. Yes, there's still some big question marks around Fable and State of Decay 3 and Perfect Dark. But Xbox, nice work. Okay, I need some scores from you guys. Mudang 2 Hearts looks fantastic. Naka, that was an awesome showcase. Bravo, Xbox. That's getting a 9.5 from me. I think if we had had a Perfect Dark or something, some banger of, some iterative or Fable. But I think pretty much Fable or Perfect Dark. Which that's all I was missing. But that was fantastic. Loved that showcase. So many games I am psyched to play. And not a huge stream of live service forgettable garbageness. Captain Thrilla, thank you for answering my question. I've been watching since the early 2000s on G4. Glad to see you still making videos about gaming. I'm never going to not be doing this, man. I love it. I love that you guys give me the opportunity to express myself around this stuff, and you follow the vids, and you watch my reviews, you're watching the EP Classics, you're watching some streams. I'm so grateful to have you as part of our community, and many of you for many years, and I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat today, Captain Thrilla. So some scores. Arc Scott gives it a 9. Naka gives it an 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 from John Yomtoff. So lots of excitement, however, very little gameplay shown for nearly all titles. Yes, very good point, pragmatists. Arc Scott says Tommy would give it an 8.9346. Ninja Gaiden gets at least a 9 out of 10 from me. Ninja Gaiden, absolutely. Ruxia Play, new member, thank you so much. Rukia X Play, that's amazing. 10 out of 10 just for Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy 16 from Deardin. I'm Deardin. Curry King says, that was awful. 1 hour on 2 games. What a waste of time. No Halo multi-platform again. Curry King, I'm sorry that showcase disappointed you. I think you're talking mostly just about Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. That wasn't your thing. Nexi, for me, 9 out of 10. Fantastic show. John Yomtov also says, High on Life 2, Grounded 2. Both unexpected, both awesome. Peter Whitford, thank you so much. That's very kind. I can't say that out loud, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Thank you. Blake Stewart, hey, been a huge part of how we've connected to games for some of us for half of our lives. Well, I mean, that is my honor, and the shock for me, too. I keep saying, man, I've been doing this a long time, and it's because you guys let me do this for a long time. Thank you so much. 7 out of 10 from B-Dog. Solid 9 from Borg, 1 of 2. Skate Soup, 9 out of 10. 4 out of 5 from Rukia X-Play. Got to go by the X-Play scores. I see what you're doing, Rukia. I get it. But see, 4 out of 5 doesn't make sense to me because you could have like a 3 out of 5, and that seems pretty close to the 5, but it's like a 6 out of 10. So it has to be out of 10. I've had that discussion many times. You see what I'm saying? I missed this, but I see Persona 4, yes, revitalized or something like that. It's coming. Okay, now comes the part that's really tough for me. I got to pick my 10 favorite things. I may have to think about this, but off the top of my head, and in no particular order, Ninja Gaiden 4 is in there for sure. The Blood of Dawnwalker is in there. Clockwork Revolution. The Chronos The New Dawn looked amazing to me. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. There's 5. The Outer Worlds 2. Grounded 2. There's 7. So 3 more. I thought that Spiritfarer developers, the next game from them, At Fate's End, looked pretty great. So that's 8. There Are No Ghosts at the Grand, where people are singing and there's like a weird melange of cartoon work and shooter stuff in there. It looked crazy. That looked amazing. So there's 9. And I think it's the Don't Nod game, Aphelion, I think it's called. That's 10. But lots of other surprises, lots of other good ones in there. Super Meat Boy 3D, absolutely. Mudang 2 Hearts, Outer Worlds 2 is in my top 10. No Ghosts at the Grand looked amazing. Ninja Gaiden 4, I can't freaking wait. Honestly, like Xbox has been buying up these studios, creating these partnerships, thinking about getting their games and spreading them across all kinds of platforms. You know, changing everything up, absolutely. But I think they saw the writing on the wall. And I think the Switch 1 was a huge part of that. Just the idea of taking your stuff everywhere and sort of soaking into people's lives in a whole new way. Very influential machine, as we're seeing with all these PC handhelds out there. And the other thing that Nintendo has been doing, which I think Xbox is emulating, is that they've delivered games at every size and scale. They invest in games they know will only sell a few 100,000, and then they invest in games that they know will sell millions and millions of copies. And so you've got a lot of this mix of 2D and 3D and smaller scale and big scale published by Nintendo and Nintendo partnerships. They've learned that players come at these things at a whole bunch of different experience levels and sort of built-in tastes, and Xbox is trying to satisfy that. They didn't do it all internally like Nintendo does. They spent the money, and they've got a lot of different companies, a lot of different teams. And, it is still ironic that Matt Booty was quoted in talking about we need some smaller studios, and then they released that incredible, the rhythm action adventure game that they closed down the studio, the Tango Games. I'm forgetting the name of it. I've just been thinking about a million game names right now. But that was it was a bit ironic that Hi-Fi Rush, they published Hi-Fi Rush and then they closed that all down. That was crazy because that's exactly what I think we need from these big mega publishers. And it's not just relying on indies, which they need to as well. They need to partner with indies, but it's also investing in these smaller types of games. And honestly, that's exactly what PlayStation needs to do now. They need to completely change their strategy with this live service stuff and shift over to scale games at every kind, like make weird games again. Like the fact that Parappa the Rapper doesn't have a new thing in 2025. Imagine what they could do with that, and Sly Cooper experiences and some 2D cool games. And like, I think what it is with PlayStation is they spend so much on these big bets, and they have to sell so many copies to recoup on their investments, but they also have all of this incredible IP, and they could deliver these types of experiences at all kinds of different scales. I think that's really important. And Xbox gets that, but they don't have the internal dev. Well, now they do, because they bought all these studios, and that's what they did. They get that, and they bought all of these different companies, and they're finally delivering 2 showcases in a row. They've just blown me away. It was weird seeing the PS5 logo at the end for a lot of trailers that they just care about that Game Pass now, Manila. Well, I mean, they've scaled up to such a size. They're the biggest publisher in games, period, because of all the companies that they own. And I think they're idea, I know that Phil and Aaron and all those people, Sarah, Matt, all those people, they love the video game industry. They love games. They genuinely play them. They've been around games forever, and they have just got this vision. And it's a big bet. It's a big gamble, and they know that they've pissed off a lot of the hardcore Xbox fans out there. But, I think this is a long game, just reaching as many people as possible. And I think the world is really waking up that the live service routine is a bit of a dead end. I know that some companies have made tons and tons of money, but we just don't have time in our lives to play all of them. And it's a really risky gamble, as we're seeing again and again and again. And I think that there's going to be a bit more of a shift back to recognizing the value of people's time and creating impactful games that have an ending, and some shorter, some longer, some in 2D, some in 3D, some in VR. And those are always the award winners, quite frankly. Those are the ones that we talk about from year to year. And I think Xbox is getting that, and they're all getting that. I just think that there's some major new shifts happening with video games, and subscription services are going to be a big part of that as well, for sure. Yes. Huge games have proven that. K16, excellent point. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, 100% out of nowhere. Astrobot winning Game of the Year and becoming this essential juggernaut in the PlayStation universe. And there's lots of other titles that we can point to. One of the things that does always, hit for me, and even though it's kind of a live service experience, but it's just the way that Nintendo delivered it, is F-Zero 99, that nobody expected that. And it doesn't look like it cost $50 million or $500 million to make. It looks, contained and cute and retro and nostalgic, but it's also beautifully, re-experiencing the format and the formula of a successful franchise and letting us revisit that in a really, really wonderful way. And I was so happy when that came out, and so shocked that when that came out. Anyways, the choice is endless out there. All I would say is try to, spend your time and share your time with this software and in ways that is really meaningful and valuable to you, And that's kind of what I'm trying to do as I shift to this digital YouTuber, Twitch creator guy, is trying to just focus on the stuff that really has import for me. You know, I'm going to be spending a lot less time even thinking or talking or pointing the spotlight on any live service stuff out there, unless it really, really shakes it up and is something I can't ignore. I'm really going to focus a lot more on, like I have most of the time. But these live service games have just been so noisy. It's been hard not to think about them and not talk about them. But I've really sort of hit the end of my my rope with that stuff. You know, is that not an expression? End of my rope? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Spend time on games that are really valuable to you, and then importantly, share your experience with other people. Go out and talk about it. Don't be shy about that, you know? These developers and this creative work really needs people to express enthusiasm. It's so important. It's so valuable. We all talk about our favorite shows. We all say, have you seen this? Have you seen that? You know, express how much fun video games are to people that feel resistant to that, and tell them why. I think we as fans of the medium, really, it's incumbent on us to kind of share that. It's what I've been doing for 30 years, but I think it's important, right? Like, express that this stuff is worth people's time and that they should jump in. They shouldn't be freaked out about it. There's so much good work out there. We all know, everybody that's watching me right now, we all know it's the best entertainment that humans have made. But a lot of people are freaked out about it, and they just don't dive in. And I feel bad for those folks, because there is a game for them. There's a game for everybody out there. And I hope to God it's not Candy Crush. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be back with new streams. I'll have a video with my thoughts on all the stuff that's been announced and released this week tomorrow. And then I'm going to put some thoughts together on Nintendo Switch 2, and I'll have that either Tuesday or Wednesday on the YouTube channel. Che Bandito, thank you so much. Love you too. So I'll have that, and then there'll be reviews coming and a lot more streams coming, because there's so much stuff, so much software out there. I've got to just sit down with you guys and play through some of this stuff with you guys, and then put my thoughts together with you guys. And games are not cheap. You are right. You guys rule. Thank you so much, and thank you for your super chats today. I see you, Vanilla Manila. Just amazing support, and I'm really, really grateful. So glad that you're here. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. We will see you soon. And until then, play forever.